What's going on, guys? It's Flaming Shadow here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best class setup for the Razorback. If you enjoy this best class setup, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and yeah, let's begin. In the Black Ops 3 beta, the Razorback was one of the best guns to use. It was really powerful and nice to play with. When the official game came out, Treyarch already nerfed the gun a bit compared with the beta, but it was still a nice weapon to use. After that, there came a lot of new updates, and in some of the updates, Treyarch nerfed the Razorback even more. Because of all these nerfs, I don't really like to play with the Razorback in core anymore. But in hardcore, the Razorback is still an absolute beast. In my opinion, it's one of the best guns to use. So that's the reason I base this Razorback class setup on hardcore. In hardcore, it's almost powerful on all ranges. The hipfire is really good, so when you shoot earlier than your enemy, you're almost guaranteed to kill him. The recoil from the Razorback is really little, and because we are playing hardcore, the gun almost feels like an assault rifle, but you can already kill your enemy with 1 or 2 bullets. So let's talk about the class setup. I'm using 3 attachments, so that means we have to use a wildcard to get a 3rd attachment. The attachments I'm using are the quick draw, the stock, and the fast max. The quick draw is one of the main things you have to use in hardcore, because when you can aim in faster, you have a bigger chance of winning gunfights, and when your aim is good, you're just guaranteed to kill your enemy. The second attachment is the stock. We're using a submachine gun, so when you put a stock attachment on it, you're almost like a ninja who can run around the map while constantly aiming down the sight, and that's really useful. Especially when you know where your enemies are at, or if you are walking into the enemy spawn, because most of the time your enemies aren't aimed in, so you already killed them before they even aimed in. The third attachment I'm using is the fast max. With the fast max, you can just reload faster, and that's really handy, because in hardcore you can get killed really fast. So you don't want to wait 3 seconds while your gun is reloading, because that increases the chance of getting killed by your enemies. When the iron sight from a gun is nice to play with, don't bother to use the elo or reflex. Try to get used to it, because that will give you a free point to use in your created class. I like to play with the iron sight from the Razorback, so that's the reason I haven't chosen for any optics. The perks I'm using on this class are the Ghost, the Fast Hands, the Scavenger, and the Blast Suppressor. The Ghost is to make sure you don't appear on the minimap when the enemy is calling a UAV. And most of the time you can just surprise them because they don't expect you, and because it's hardcore, you still have a big chance of killing your enemy even when they have a UAV up in the air. The fast hands is really useful in hardcore, because with the fast hands you can just aim in faster after running. So when you and your enemies don't expect each other, you will have a big advantage. Of course, the scavenger is just to make sure you don't run out of ammo, because when you have to pick up other guns, you have a big chance of getting killed, and that's not what you want. The last perk I'm using is the blast suppressor. A lot of players in hardcore are playing on sound, so with the blast suppressor you can prevent the enemies of hearing your boost sound. Also, when they have a UAV up in the air, they aren't able to see those red circles on the minimap. So, that was the class setup for the Razorback. I really recommend you guys to try it out. You will definitely enjoy playing with it. It's also quite easy to get some high kill and score streak with it, so try it out and you will enjoy it. As you guys can see on the screen right now, during the gameplay I managed to pick up 125 kills, so that's absolutely awesome. But that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys into my next video.